Welcome back to Next Leap. Today, we're stepping into the next level of communication, not just speaking, not just listening, but something that can completely change your career trajectory: how to present effectively. Before we begin, quick question: have you actually applied what you learned from the last lessons? Confidence, high emotional intelligence communication, active listening, because here's the truth: knowledge doesn't change your life. Application does. You go from not knowing to knowing to doing to mastering. Only then does it become yours. Now let's talk about presentations. When you hear the word presentation, what comes to your mind? A big stage? A spotlight? Hundreds of people watching? And you might think, that's not me. I don't give speeches. But that's where most people misunderstand this skill. Presentation is not just standing on a stage. It's everywhere. When you explain a PPT in a meeting, when you report to your boss, when you speak in a group discussion, even when you share ideas at dinner, that is presentation. And in today's competitive world, one question matters: how do you stand out? The answer is simple: you need to amplify your ideas, and presentation is one of the most powerful ways to do it, because it helps people understand you, trust you, and follow your thinking. Now let's be honest again. Do you feel nervous when speaking in front of others? Sweaty hands? Fast heartbeat? Mind goes blank? You're not alone. Even experienced speakers feel this. There's actually a reason for it. Inside your brain, there's something called the amygdala. Think of it as your bodyguard. When it senses danger, it triggers a fight or flight response. Your heart races, your body reacts, and your brain shuts down complex thinking. That's why you forget what to say. So what's the solution? Not talent, practice, repeated exposure. That's how you train your brain to stay calm. Now let's flip the perspective. Think about the worst presentation you've ever heard. What made it bad? Probably something like this: it was all about the speaker. Too much information. No clear point. Too long. Boring. And here's the scary part: most presentations are like this. People are physically present, but mentally gone, scrolling their phones, thinking about lunch, waiting for it to end. That's not just ineffective. That's wasting people's time. So how do you avoid this? You need a simple structure. A framework, something you can apply every time. This is where the RAP method comes in. RAP stands for result, audience, points. Let's break it down. First, result. Before you say anything, you must answer one question: what do I want to achieve? Not what you want to say, but what you want them to do, think, or feel. A weak goal sounds like this: I want them to understand my idea. Too vague. A strong goal sounds like this: I want them to agree to attend one client meeting per month. Clear, specific, actionable. Your result must follow 3 rules: it must be specific, it must be achievable, and it should not exceed 3 key outcomes. Why 3? Because people don't remember 10 things, they remember 1 to 3. That's it. Now here's something even more important: people don't make decisions based on logic alone, they decide based on emotion. Logic makes people think, emotion makes people act. So ask yourself, what do I want my audience to feel? Excited? Confident? Urgent? Because if they don't feel anything, they won't do anything. Second, audience. This is where most people fail. They speak from their own perspective, not the listener's. But your audience is always thinking, why should I care? What's in it for me? Is this worth my time? If you don't answer these questions, you lose them. So instead of focusing on I, focus on you. Here's a simple trick: count how many times you say I versus you. Most people say I 3 to 5 times more. That's a problem. Shift your language. Use more you, we, us. Because communication is not about you. It's about them. Also ask yourself, who are they? What do they care about? What problem are they trying to solve? When your message connects to their interests, you get attention. Third, points. This is about clarity. Most presentations fail because they are too long and too messy. If your message cannot be summarized in 1 sentence, it's not clear enough. If your slide is full of text, no one is reading it. Your job is to simplify, distill, highlight. Use short, Powerful statements structure your content into 1 to 3 key points, make each point easy to remember, think about great. Presenters, they don't overwhelm you, they make things simple, even your slide. Titles should deliver the conclusion, not just a topic, for example, instead of market analysis. Say, customer demand is declining, now your audience instantly understands your point. Let's bring it all together. Before any presentation, ask yourself, what result do I want? Who is my audience? What are my key points? Then structure your message like this, start with a clear outcome. Connect it to the audience's interest. Deliver 1 to 3 sharp points. End with a call to action. That's wrap, and here's the best part. This method doesn't just work for presentations. It works for meetings, reports, daily conversations. So here's your challenge. Before your next meeting or presentation, don't just start talking, pause, define your result. Think about your audience. Refine your points, use wrap once, just once, and notice how differently people respond, because when your message is clear, your influence grows. This is Next Leap, and if you want to be heard, remembered, and respected, start presenting with intention. I'll see you in the next lesson.